Hi guys, I wanted to give you an update on Tommy and his fight with cancer using ivermectin. The sad news is, unfortunately, Tommy did pass on. However, we do not know that ivermectin did not work for him. Not long after I made the video letting you guys know of the success Tom had using ivermectin, he developed intestinal issues. Tommy went to the minor emergency clinic. He actually drove himself and they ran tests and they sent him over to the ER where they did some scans and such and determined there wasn't blockage or anything of that nature. They came to the assumption that he had intestinal issues due to his pain medication. These pain caused by these different pain medications, mind you, they were heavy pain medications. He was on fentanyl and morphine, and he wanted more pain medication. Even after it being told to him it was only because of his intestinal issues were due to medication. The sad news is, in order to get more pain medication, Tommy had to be put on hospice. When Tommy was put on hospice to get more pain medication, he did let me know he's not giving up. He just wanted more pain medication, and his doctor told him the only way he could get higher doses of fentanyl and morphine were to go on hospice. We all know that these medications are medications that can actually kill you. Tommy proceeded to go on hospice, and immediately his medications were increased to dosages that put him under. Tommy did not regain consciousness, and all fluids were withheld from him. Of course, when fluids are withheld from you and you're given lethal doses of medications, you're going to pass away. That's exactly what happened to Tommy. He passed away. I will let you know that nothing had changed with his prognosis. The last meeting he had with doctors, they told him that he was a mystery. They were saying maybe he didn't have cancer after all, since we couldn't find cancer, and they wanted him to go to Oklahoma City and do another biopsy. And Tommy just didn't want to go do that scan or do another biopsy, so he didn't go do that. And Tommy was convinced he didn't have cancer, and they messed up because of the wonderful news he's been given, or he had been given. And he began to send me things through email letting me know things like perhaps I had this infection of mold in my lungs, things of that nature. Again, because he was given no explanation of why his cancer was disappearing. Of course, doctors aren't going to tell you that an alternative drug such as ivermectin or fenbendazole are going to help you. Again, we can't know that that's in fact what had helped reduce and resolve some of the tumors that he had, but we do know through studies now that they do have the ability to do so. If you haven't done so, I do suggest that you go back and do some research on Google now. I've noticed a lot more articles of ivermectin being used for cancer. I'm amazed by the amount of articles now that are out there. And they're not just people giving testimonies, they're actual studies. I do recommend you go do that. Again, in my heart of hearts, I don't believe he passed away because of the cancer. I'm highly suspicious that he passed away because he wanted the pain medication, and in order to get those high doses of fentanyl and morphine, he had to go on hospice. His doctor hadn't even seen him since the last time when she told him how wonderful he was doing to say that he should go on hospice. However, she was told that he wasn't getting up out of bed and stuff like that. Well, he didn't get up out of bed once he had the intestinal issues, but prior to that, he was definitely getting up. He was the one who drove himself to the minor emergency clinic, if that says anything to you. He was definitely getting up. When Tommy passed away, he had a Mountain Dew and Reese's peanut butter cups in the refrigerator because he had his appetite and everything. And medications can kill you, and hospice is a good thing to help people when they actually need it. And when you have problems with medication, of course, you'll do whatever it takes to get those medications. And hospice was his only option to get those higher doses of medication. And I'm trying to think of what else I want to tell you guys. It's really sad news that he passed away. He didn't think he was going to pass away. I don't think when Tommy went on hospice, he understood that he wasn't going to be waking up anymore. He probably thought that he was going to be sitting up in a chair and talking to people and taking naps and not having that type of pain. But if you have intestinal pain from those type of medications, the only thing you can do is actually come off of them. Increasing those medications is not going to help you. And of course, he had the constipation and things of that nature that come along with that. And that's ultimately what was causing his pain. Again, I really want to stress to you, we don't know if he was being cured by ivermectin or fenbendazole. We do know that he was having great improvements, like fantastic improvements. And goodness, I'm trying to think of everything I want to tell you guys because it's been so long. Tommy believed in these medications. He believed in them and he believed they were healing him. I don't want you guys to feel like alternative medications shouldn't be used. And I'm encouraging you to look outside the box, think outside the box, and do, again, research for you. And Tommy may still have been with us if he didn't go on hospice. He didn't wake up, and Tommy didn't get an autopsy. We really, really wanted an autopsy, and his children wanted to know what actually he had and what he passed from. However, the people in charge of his caregiving did not want him to have an autopsy. So we will never know what he actually had. We will not know if he was being cured. We won't know. We do know only, again, that he had showed great improvement, and he was told in biopsies they weren't finding the cancer, and they were second guessing their diagnosis because of that. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I'm not a doctor, so I can't come on here and give you advice. The only advice that I'm giving you is to do your own research and reach out to people who have done theirs. I don't want this video or others that are helpful to people to be taken down, so I can't give you medical advice. People have asked me where he got ivermectin. I will tell you that Tommy didn't get a prescription for ivermectin. However, I do know that ivermectin prescriptions are available online. I think it's All Day Chemist that has prescriptions for ivermectin. I also know that Um, for a virus, a lot of online doctors are available to give prescriptions for ivermectin. So now people don't have to go out and hunt for horse medication. So there is medication available, and those are pills. They might be a little bit expensive, so you probably have to shop around, talk to your doctor. Ivermectin's been proven to be very safe. It's not just been used on animals for dewormer. Ivermectin's also been used for head lice, even in children. Ivermectin has been used for river blindness. It's readily available in other countries, just handed out for things like river blindness. Um, if you research the virus protocols, you'll get a good idea on dosages and how to dose for weights for viruses. And those protocols have been studied, so it's pretty safe to assume that those dosages would be good to use on another protocol. Again, that's what Tommy did. He researched the other protocols people were using for other things to figure out dosages for himself. And you can also research what are the dosages that cause problems in human beings on ivermectin. So that information is pretty much readily available. I know it's not as easy as clicking on a video and getting the exact information you want, but that's how you have to do it. And that's the information I have to provide if I don't want um, Big Brother to take down my videos and other helpful information that I post. If you find this information helpful, please leave a comment. Please like my video. I'm hoping that I can share some other information with you guys very soon. Again, I just want to reach out. I'm getting floods of emails on comments. I'm asking for this information. I didn't want to withhold it and just ignore the community of fighters, people fighting against cancer. I really believe that alternative medicine combined with regular medications and doctors, all of that, I think it's combined. I said in my other video that when you are doing treatments through your doctor and such, you're only doing that a very limited time. But you go home and you choose what you eat. Diet is a big thing, of course, with any kind of sickness, and especially cancer. Immunotherapy, you got to watch what you're eating, and there are specific things to eat in order to help the immunotherapy. And again, this is just the beginning of research for people in alternative treatments. When you open your mind, it's like a floodgate opens, it's one thing after another. You can Google ivermectin and you can see that ivermectin was used for spinal cord injuries and neuropathy and things of that nature. So, again, do your research. Thank you guys so much for watching me, and thank you for caring about Tommy's journey. And I hope that everybody who has a journey right now going on or is looking to help somebody who has something going on, their fight with cancer, I hope your fight is successful. Thank you.